there's two telegraph poles.
Yeah. Sheikh Idris and myself, and this we are going to go on the mountain to see where Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani Rahmatullah alayh did the khalwa with Abdus Salam Mashīsh, and we are going there right now.
ولماذا سمي
Mashīsh. We are in the place where Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani did their khalwa. Sorry, who's Bajri, Sheikh?
A wali called Imam Ahmad al-Mujahid.
Right.
And his mother and father buried there.
Mother and father Bajri. Okay. So is this the actual place where Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani did the khalwa?
هنا كان يلتقي مع مولاي عبد القادر الجيلاني. لا. No, that's over there.
Where?
This is where he كان يلتقي مع الشيخ سيدي عبد الرحمن. نعم. This is where he used to meet with his Sheikh Abdul Rahman.
Oh my God. This is epic movie. Epic. Wallah Baguda, epic. Bro, this is absolutely next level, bro. This is Mawla Abdus Salam ibn Mashīsh.
al-Salām ibn Mashīsh, who died in 1227, was a Moroccan Sufi saint who lived during the reign of the Almohad Caliphate in the north of Morocco in the mountain known as Jabal al-Alam. He was the spiritual guide of Abul Hassan al-Shadhili, who was his only disciple. It was in a hermitage on top of Jabal al-Alam, near Tétouan, that Abul Hassan met the sheikh who he was searching for and who was to have the greatest influence on his life, Abd al-Salām ibn Mashīsh, known as the Pole of the West, just as Abd al-Qadir Gilani was called the Pole of the East. While he was living with Sheikh ibn Mashīsh on the holy mountain, many wonderful signs from Allah came to Abul Hassan through this holy guide. One such sign was that on the night of his arrival on the mountain, he was sleeping at the entrance of the cave where his master lived. He dreamt that he was asking the sheikh to grant him certain wishes, one of them being that Allah would incline the hearts of his creatures in favor towards him. Then he wished to ask his master if it was necessary for him to live in solitude or in the desert in order for him to be in the right station, maqam, to perform his religious tasks, or whether he should return to the towns and inhabited places to seek out the company of scholars and virtuous people. While he was turning these things in his heart, he heard the sheikh praying fervently and calling out, "O God, there are people who ask you to give them power over your creatures, and you give them that. But I, O God, beg you to turn your creatures from me, so that I may have no refuge except in you."
The mosque is known as Jam' al-Malaika, the mosque of the angels. So the Mawla Abdus he used to pray. Yeah, this is a mosque that he used to pray in. We see the Qibla. It's like
Was it exactly like this, or was it not being a corner off or something? So this is the actual mosque where Ibn Mashīsh ran the namaz in. Abu Hassan Shadri's sheikh.
The next morning, when he greeted his teacher-to-be, he asked him of his state, Kaif al-Hal, to which Ibn Mashīsh responded, "I complain unto God about the coolness of contentment and submission, Bad al-Rida wa al-Taslim, just as you complain unto him about the heat of self-direction and choice, Har al-Tadbir wa al-Ikhtiyar." When he saw the astonishment on his student's face at hearing his words, he added, "Because I fear that the sweetness of such an existence would make me neglectful of my duty towards Allah." Then Abul Hassan said, This is the pole of Islam. This is the sea which overflows. He knew then that his master had taken hold of his whole heart, and he was thereby completely illumined. Before his departure from Jabal al-Alam, Salam foretold his student of his eventual move to Ifriqiya, where he will become known by the name of Shadhili, and the eminent spiritual station he will eventually inherit from Salam himself. Abul Hassan relates that in a dream, he saw his master standing near the divine throne.
Commentary
What?
on this.
As a Mawla Abdus, he used to worship in this cave here, and one time he met with the soul of Mawla Abdul Jilani here.
Subhanallah. The location, was it the space? Was it quite enough for them to accommodate this space? This is the actual cave where Mawla ibn Mashīsh used to do their khalwa inside this cave, and this is where Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Mawla Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah wa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, came in a spiritual state doing the khalwa with Sheikh ibn Mashīsh. So this is the very cave. Just bear with me. I'm going to do a close-up, inshallah, have a look of the cave and the contents inside. Like this, okay. This
Allah, 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 la ilaha illallah. Allah, 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 la ilaha illallah.
As you can see, this is the tomb Mubarak
I know that's true.
of Hazrat Ali al-Jamal. No, sorry.
Mawla ibn Mashīsh.
Mawla al-Salām ibn Mashīsh. Ibn Mashīsh. And you can see, be going on. And you can see the tree represents the Shadhili. It's a symbol of the Shadhili order, with its root from the middle and then branching out into a vast network of branches. This represents the Shadhili order, Shadhili Tariqa, and it's beautiful. It's coming directly out from the tomb Mubarak of the Sheikh Rahimullah wa radiyallahu ta'ala.
He's coming to England.
الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح.
And this is the actual resting place of Abdus Salam Mashīsh.
When he told him of this dream in the morning, Abdus Salam replied, "O Ali, it was not me you saw, it was the station you will inherit from me. O Ali, God is God and men are men. When you are among the people, keep your tongue from mentioning the sir, secret, and your heart from imitating their ways. Be assiduous in the fulfillment of the mandatory practices of the religion and protect your bodily members from forbidden things. In you, the role of sainthood will have reached fruition. Only admonish others to the degree that is obligatory upon you, and say, O God, give me repose from their mention of me and from any obstacles arising from them. Deliver me from their evil. Let your bounty suffice me from having to seek their bounty, and protect me among them by your special grace. Verily, you have power over all things. O Ali, flee from men's benevolence more than you flee from their malevolence, because their benevolence will afflict your heart, while their evil will only afflict your body, and it is better that the body be afflicted than the heart." The parting words of advice and admonition that Abdus Salam gave his disciple before he departed for Tunis emphasized the transformation of consciousness to inward and outward God-centeredness, contentment with God in all states, and the inner withdrawal from creation in prosperity and adversity. These seminal teachings of Abdus Salam would, through Abul Hasan, become the fundamental precepts of the Shadili Tariqah. Mulay Abdus Salam ibn Mashīsh died in the year 622 after the Hijrah. His death came at the hands of a magician by the name of Abu Tawajin, who claimed prophethood. When he went forward to meet his master, he greeted him with the words, "Have you made ablution, wudu?" When Abu al-Hasan answered him saying, "Yes," he was told, "You cannot come to us in a state of impurity. Return and make wudu." So Abu al-Hasan returned to the bottom of the mountain, remade his ablution, and climbed again to its top, and having reached the presence of the sheikh, asked him if he would accept him as his student. The sheikh replied, "I told you to return when you had purified yourself with the ablution." Once again, Abu al-Hasan returned to the bottom of the mountain, with the question for his rejection turning in his heart, until he was shown what was necessary for him to do, because he came to realize the meaning of this initial trial and test, and the depth of the purification which it was necessary for him to make before he could enter into the path of Allah with this holy sheikh. This time, as he made his ablution, he emptied himself of everything that he knew, or thought he knew, or that he had learned and taken in from other teachers, and he destroyed all his attributes, pictures, and prejudices, until he knew that he was left with only a vast space of nothingness inside him, which was waiting to be filled. He was now totally surrendered to whatever this master, whom he desired with all his being, would send him. He climbed once more to the top of the mountain, but before he reached its summit, he was met by the master, who greeted him by pronouncing his full line of descent back to the Prophet Muhammad, may prayers and peace be upon him.